I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Yeah. Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it?
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Taken from just outside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
First down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 16, Ryan, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Cowboys nothing.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Elliott, the ball
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
9 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
Ryan will throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Ryan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This one caught by Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete to Calvin.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now here's Hill. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Penalty. That puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Check. Watch what he thought.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knocked it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
4th down.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Final play of the half, Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2.
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On third down, it's Prescott. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now Ryan on second down. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And
that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. Hey, 59, ready.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. Third down here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. You're trying to sit on a lead and play that way. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Elliott running right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. Second and 10. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now a give here to Pollard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. The one running back is Gurley. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Steps away to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he is all the way up past the 25. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And again, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Cowboys have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Looking deep for Julio. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 45.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.